What is going on, YouTube? WeskerGriff coming back with a mail day recap video. Don't have too much to show in this video, guys. I only got 2 TTMs, one success, one is a failure. I got one pickup for my Flyers PC, and I got a huge, massive addition for the Game of Thrones collection. But I'm also, in the latter half of the video, going to be doing a video response for my good buddy Claude, RememberPorkins. And a lot of the guys and people that watch my channel, we mostly do autographs and sports cards. Claude doesn't do any of that. He's into comics, Star Wars, and he does trading card games and stuff like that. So a lot different from what you normally see in the autograph and TTM and sports card communities. But if you guys can do me a favor and please check out his channel. Really awesome dude. He only has 125 subscribers, I believe. So please go check him out. It's something different, and that's one of the things I try to do with YouTube. I'm not strictly watching the same things all the time. I like to switch it up a little bit and check out other things that I'm into. So please go check him out. And like I said, I'm going to do my response to his contest after I get done showing my mail. But let me show it. I'm going to show the TTMs first. This first one here took a year. I sent this back in 2015 spring training, coming from Phoenix, Arizona, and I had this in for, I think, about a week. I just forgot to show it, but it's coming back from Mr. Butler. So I saw a lot of people getting him back a couple weeks ago, but I did get mine in around the same time. I just didn't get a chance to show it, but this is on a 2012 Topps, signed in black. And he also signed this other Topps in black. So a 2/2 success from Mr. Butler. Really nice to add him to the collection. And the failure is coming back from Metroplex, Michigan. So that should give it away on who it is, because a lot of people are getting failures back from this particular team. But it is coming back from Mr. Jarrett Saltalamacchia, and he did not sign this 2012 Topps for my set. And I got the generic Tigers form letter. So a lot of people have been getting these back for all different players on the Tigers roster. From what I can gather, I'm pretty sure every man on the 25-man roster for the Tigers is under their donation program for charity. So there's no point in sending to any of the Tigers if you're trying to get them for free TTM, because you're going to have to pay a fee. And the reason I sent to Saltalamacchia in the first place was because I saw he was signing the first couple weeks in spring training, and I sent mine out the second week of March. So no big deal. I figured it was worth the 2-stamp investment to try to get him for my set, but no dice. So I'll just wait until he's either on another team or maybe the off season, because he is a good signer normally. So there's that. Next, on to the pickups. Picked this up for my Flyers PC. Really love the design of this card. This is out of Trilogy Upper Deck. It's numbered 30 out of 80. It is a silver autograph of Dave Schultz. So really, really cool. Love that die cut design, and the autograph really pops in silver. Upper Deck really, really makes a super cool product. I still wish they were doing baseball, but unfortunately they don't have the license, and they're just doing hockey now. But really, really cool card. Love the design. So nice pickup for my Flyers PC. And then next, my huge addition for the Game of Thrones collection. This particular card at one point was selling for $350. After the season 5 finale, I sold this card, actually sold for that amount, which was about a year ago. That was way above what it normally sells for, obviously. But this card normally sells pretty easy in the 120 to about 180 range, depending on the day or the particular bidders. But within an hour of this card getting listed, I picked it up right away. I got it for a really, really great price. I believe one of the lowest prices it has sold for. So without further ado, it is a Season 2 full bleed autograph of Mr. Kit Harington, Jon Snow, with his original autograph. What I mean by that is in Season 1 and Season 2, Kit Harington, that's his full signature. He has since changed his autograph for the later season, Season 4, and the upcoming Season 5. So he no longer doesn't sign this way. So a huge, huge pickup for my collection. So I'm super, super happy about that. Awesome, awesome card. And then speaking of Season 5, I picked this up as well. The Season 5 promotional card. The first promotion card for the upcoming Season 5. So it hits stores the first week of June. And cases right now are around the $700 range. So I don't think I'm going to be able to buy a case because that's way too much money. But I'm really would love to see someone potentially do a group break of this stuff, because it is valuable even if you're not into Game of Thrones and you just get into breaks. The flip this stuff, I mean, you can hit some really, really nice cards. There's some nice names in the checklist, and you can make money if that's what you want to do. But I would love to maybe get into a break of this stuff, and I think the way you would have to do it was you would have to do a draft by name, and then maybe do one for inserts and stuff, because there is a lot of inserts in season 4 and Season 5 and in those cases. So so that's it as far as the pickups go, and random talking, blabbering. But on to the video response for RememberPorkins. He has a couple questions he wants us to ask. The first question is, what is your favorite comic book memory? And I told Claude this. I don't really read comic books. I read a lot of manga. So I'm going to swap out comic books for manga. And my first memory from that is I remember the old if you guys remember Suncoast that used to be in the malls, the old video store. I was part of their rewards program. And this is around 2002 to 2003. Right when Shonen Jump was coming over to the States and publishing a weekly magazine. Well, anyway, since I was in the reward program, they gave me a subscription automatically for the Shonen Jump magazine, and then there was DBZ, Naruto, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, all the major anime titles at the time. And at the time, One Piece and Naruto were both not over here stateside. They were still not dubbed in English. So I really got into Naruto that way, and I really got into One Piece that way. I kind of slacked off with One Piece. I haven't read or seen that too much, but Naruto I pretty much stayed part of the course with. So that was a long time ago. So that's probably my favorite manga comic book memory. How do I prefer to read my comics is the next question. I don't like reading, if I go to read a manga or a comic book or whatever, I like reading it in bulk, like 200 pages, 300 pages. I don't like only reading maybe 15 pages at a time or 10 pages at a time, because I like to get the whole meat of the story, because I'm the kind of reader that once I start to read something, I want to finish it, and or I want to read a lot of it to get engrossed into the story. So it would be difficult for me if I only had to read single issues, because there's not a lot of story in the single issues because it's part of a series. Next question is, who would win Batman versus X-Men? Any team or character? I'm going to pick the X-Men. Obviously, because if Wolverine's fighting Batman, Wolverine can't die and he can heal. So, or if you have like Magneto or whatever, he's just going to deflect all Batman stuff that he throws at him or whatnot. He would have to get him into combat. So I'm going to pick the X-Men for that. Next question is, what does AT-AT stand for? And I'm not going to lie, because I thought I knew what it meant, and then I looked it up and I was wrong. What I thought it stood for was all-terrain attack transport, but it's all-terrain armored transport. So I got one of them wrong. But if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, AT-AT is the Imperial Walkers in Star Wars. And then the final question is, how much does condition of the comic matter to you? Not that much. I know for manga they don't release them in volumes, they release them as graphic novels, so condition doesn't really come into factor for that type of medium. But obviously if I was collecting comics, the condition would matter. Well, I would break it down into two divisions, you know, the ones that you read and then the ones that you want to save and collect. Obviously the ones that you read don't have to be in the greatest condition, and the ones that you're collecting for, you know, archive use or hoping one day, I guess, resell, would have to be in good condition. So there's that. Those are all the questions answered. So Claude, thanks again for this awesome contest. Guys, like I said, please go check out his channel. Really phenomenal YouTuber. And if you're still watching, I greatly appreciate it that you stuck with me this far. And just do me that favor and check out RememberPorkins. Like I said, the link is going to be down below in the video description. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone out there is doing well, and peace.